This is how we spend our day today. We went to the Grand Mesa. We went to visit a couple of lakes in two different areas, and then we went to Grand Junction to have fun. I'm at the Grand Mesa right now looking at 3D from the visitor center. The Grand Mesa is about 10,000 feet with about 200 lakes. The approach is from Highway 70 in Grand Junction, which is about 40 miles next to the Colorado River. Then as you drive up, you want to make a right on Highway 65, and that will take you over to the Powderhorn Ski Resort. It is on the way to the top. It's about 20 miles up the road. A view from our window, it is this section here of the mesa, also known as Land's End. It's a little drier here, so there's a few less mosquitoes. You can also come down the top of the Land's End Road as well. This next section is southwest, also seen from Grand Junction. The visitor center is located right around here, and in this area it's called Lando Lakes, loaded with great natural lakes and lots of fishing and camping around this one area, managed by the Forest Service. Many trails are leading off the backpack wilderness in this area. Another way to come down is down this way on Highway 65 down to Cedar Ridge, and then on Highway 50 down here connecting with Delta, about 40 miles from Grand Junction. And it's about a 100-mile loop. If you were to do this entire loop right here, it takes a couple of hours, and it's wonderful to do in the winter. All these roads are pretty much open for skiing, and so anyway, this area here is wonderful for leading off to backpack trips. We plan to do a few backpack trips right out of this area, including Crags Crest around September.
Hi everybody, we're at Barron Lake. We're on a little day hike from Ward Lake, and this is on the Grand Mesa, about 40 miles from town. And the bugs are atrocious. They're going to be like this for probably another month. This is the longest day of the year.
This trail is right next to the highway, so don't expect to be finding any wilderness around here. We later got back to our cars and we went to Carson Lake, and we hiked around that lake. We found a nice person to talk to, and also lots of wildflowers here. These lakes are wonderful for fishing. Also, after this we went to Land's End area because we heard that there's less water there and it's right by the cliff, so therefore there should be less mosquitoes there. So we got in our cars and we went for a little drive, and it turned out to be a beautiful place as well. With year-round water around this area, this historical site is an old cow camp. The camp was built in the 30s, but then they were moved in the 70s to this present location. It tells the story of cattle grazing in this area. It's pretty nice.
We're on a ridge overlooking Canna Creek, facing west toward the Route 50, and over the Monte La Sal's in the distance. And across the canyon was where we were hiking last week, over on Blue Lake, Spring Trail. Someday we'll hike this right up the canyon, especially in the good off season. It's a little lower elevation than most areas around here. But it's a beautiful day here, cloudy, no real threat, nice breeze. Beautiful place to be on a warm summer day. It's like 99 down in the valley. You know, it might be easier to go back the same way we came.
At the north end area, there's this wonderful observatory. It's been here for a while. If you can stop to read any of this, please do. You have a wonderful views of the canyons and Uncompahgre National Forest. Then you approach Grand Junction by looking at the Colorado National Monument. You can even see downtown, the airport. There's just wonderful areas. I figured I'll just show you a picture of this instead of the actual view, which is a photograph of this. After this, we decided to leave the top of the mountain by coming down on Land's End Road, which is a somewhat of a scary looking road, as you can see on the film that I made for you, but it really isn't too bad. It's a little windy, you don't need a four-wheel drive, and it's wide, and it takes you just south east of Grand Junction, and at this point you can pretty much be home in about 15-20 minutes. And this is the road right here, and it starts out pretty windy, and but we got some wonderful views, and we enjoy this very much. After this, we went to the Grand Junction Market and / Festival, which happens weekly in downtown Main Street, and we do this every Thursday just to get out and have a bite to eat and listen to some music. We enjoy this very much.
Every Thursday here in the downtown Grand Junction for about 7 blocks we have a flea market festival kind of going on. There's music vendors of all sorts, and there's supposed to be groceries here, but we hardly ever find anything. We usually find more arts and crafty kind of thing. And there's music on every corner. It's kind of fun to hang out here. And it happens every Thursday throughout the summer months.
Come on, man, let's get up.
We're having our dinner. We're eating a sandwich outdoors tonight.
Best homemade brownie.
He says best homemade brownie. That's a movie theater over there. We're on Main Street. It's Main Street and 6. If you wonder what downtown Grand Junction will look like, historical buildings everywhere.
Grand Junction has this unique art on the corner, which is a yearly sculpture exhibit that is available for sale by local artists.
And here's the mouth. Say, ah, this is Grand Junction artwork. Nah, this is actually somebody's advertising something.
Big hand for Jerry Schaefer. You guys ready for a little kick butt drums, man? I'll tell you what. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Hey, yeah, yeah. Look out. Rob Lassiter on the drums. 1, 2, 3.
And that's how we ended our day. We went home, take a nice hot shower, and get rid of about 3 layers of DEET, and off to bed. Good night.